In this episode, I'm going to share 3 things that I learned building my first chicken coop.
Baby, I can't make a move like a child, a star for love. I'll stay there as long as I have to. I'll cry a river of tears that flows to the sea. Baby, if you run away, baby, if you leave, in love with you, girl. You make me feel brand new. Come on, give it up to me. Let me take care of you. I know that your mama said I'm gonna make you cry all night. I'll cry a river of tears that flows to the sea.
Each of the 3 things that I'm going to talk about are all pretty much the same importance. They're all vital. The first is living space inside. Make sure you've got at least 2 square feet per bird floor space inside and 4 square feet per bird outside. With that goes ventilation, proper air exchange, making sure that it doesn't get too humid, and keeping the place clean. If you don't keep it clean, you're obviously inviting disease in, and then you're going to have unhealthy chickens. And part of the healthy chickens in their environment is the insulation, because it gets very bloody cold here in winter. And they're good in cold, but they'll huddle together, but they can also freeze. You can lose their combs and stuff, wattles, and we don't want that happening. Wattleless chickens, not very attractive. The larger the size, the easier it is to keep sanitary. You don't want them walking over their own poop. It's very important to keep both areas clean. We'll put up the name of the disease because I can't remember it right now. And they're happier. If you look behind, they're all outside for the first time. They've only been in here a couple of hours. They're outside, their butts are in the air and their heads are down. They're really loving it. And size is very important. They don't cannibalize each other. They don't fight as much. And they're generally more content. So chickens are basically mobile food. Everything wants to eat them. Things that like to eat them most or come in and do the most damage, foxes, coyotes, dogs, pine martins, anything from the weasel family, fishers. They will come in and they will annihilate the entire flock, and they just have this propensity to kill everything and leave nothing behind. Raccoons as well. So a good fortress is the best thing that I can supply. I've managed to go, this is stage 1. I think I'm going to be working on it for some time, but I've got a log perimeter on the outside. It's at least 2 or 3 logs deep. I'm going to have, there's wire everywhere in here. It's unbelievable how much wire there is. Mice and rats can't get in, but if a mouse got in, then it'd be the wrong place to break into, because the chickens would take care of him pretty fast. Predators, very important. One of the things I'm trying not to do here is repeat everything that's already out there on the internet, which if I had internet would be a bad influence on me anyway. But one of the things that I haven't seen much about is roosts. I've built a roost out of wood in there. It's about 2 inches round. If a chicken naturally grabs you, it wraps its entire foot round you. It doesn't like 2x4s. I see in books they use 2x4s. I don't think that's really good for their feet. I want them to feel comfortable when they're sleeping, that they can get a good hold. Now the distance between the sticks that you use, and I've just used a ladder. The first one is about 24 inches off the ground so that they can jump up, and then the others are about 12 inches apart, and you can put as many of those up as you want because each bird must have its own space. What they'll do when it gets cold is they'll huddle together, but most of the time they'll spread out. So a good roost is really essential for their foot care and their foot health, as well as, again, happy chickens, happy life. One of the most important things is giving yourself enough time to build the coop and have the chicks ready at the right time. And I really wasn't ready. If the big guns hadn't have turned up and helped me out, I'd still be living in the basement with the chicks, and it's not cool, right? So very important that you get your timing together, get your birds, get everything they're housing ready before you move them in. Don't do what I did. I'm sure a lot of people do what I did because they're very enthusiastic about it. But chickens in your basement, oh my, it's going to be a couple of days clearing that out. Ladies, come on, come on. Yeah, look at you guys. That's good. So number 1, predator proofing. Number 2, size of the coop, correct size of coop and pen. Number 3, the roost, getting that right. Number 4 is, what was number 4?
Giving yourself time.
Oh yeah, giving yourself time. So that's actually 4 things and not 3, and I think the title of this is 3, but it doesn't matter because chickens can't count and no one's paying attention anyway.